Hi there, this is a video about Girls und Panzer. It's part 1 in a 3-part series on stories about anime songs. Now I was just going to make this one video with 3 stories. I recorded the whole thing and then found out that the audio was worthless. So I'm going to put out a quick video with just this one story, especially since there's a time-sensitive element to this story that you might want to be aware of. Girls und Panzer is a super fun anime from 2012 that features bright colors and cute anime girls beating the heck out of each other in tanks. Why tanks, you ask? Well, because sometimes you win, friends. Sometimes you win and the universe gives you exactly what you need. Or, I don't know, it's anime, go watch it. The main cast of assorted Japanese high school girls and their ragtag bunch of tanks take on tank teams from other schools that are all based on some different theme country. The soundtrack likes to join in on the fun as well, often featuring songs from that school's theme country, such as the United Kingdom, the United States, and Russia. When our main school faces Pravda High, the Russian-themed school, in episode 8, the voice actors sing Katyusha, which, according to the Girls und Panzer wiki, is a Russian wartime song composed in 1938 by Matvey Blanter, with lyrics by Mikhail Isakovsky. The song is especially fitting since the captain of the Russian tank team is also named Katyusha, and her feisty personality has made her a fan favorite. Fun fact, Russian fans of Girls und Panzer say that the voice actor for Katyusha often mixes up her L's and R's while she's singing, and apparently little kids in Russia do this as well, so it's a good fit for Katyusha's childish stature and personality. When the Pravda girls sing Katyusha, it's a pretty good version. It's a cool little moment in the show. However, if you're from North America or Germany, there's a good chance you never heard the original version of this song, even if you watched the entire anime in Japanese with subtitles, which is my recommendation for this show. That's because when the show was released for North American and German audiences, the producers of Girls und Panzer replaced Katyusha with Korobeiniki, a Russian folk song that you probably know better as the theme song for Tetris. It completely changes the tone of the scene, and a lot of people have panned its use in episode 8, saying that it turns that scene into a joke. Although I would point out that the original show is a comedy, so turning that scene into a joke does kind of fit with the overall intention of the series, if not necessarily with the original intention of that particular scene. Why did they make the switch? Well, Japanese copyright law provides protection for a work for 70 years after its initial creation. So this means that for Katyusha, it entered the public domain in Japan in 2008. 4 years before Girls und Panzer had its initial broadcast run. But United States copyright law protects a work for 75 years after the death of its creator, or until the Disney Corporation tells us to change the law again, but that's a whole nother thing. This means that the song Katyusha will not be fully clear of copyright protection in the United States until the year 2043. Korobeiniki, however, is a much older song, and it's already in the public domain, so no problem there. Now, I did say that this story has a time-sensitive element to it, and it has to do with the only place where you can legally see the original version of Katyusha if you live in North America. Girls und Panzer currently streams on Netflix, Crunchyroll, and HiDive. You cannot see the original scene in English on HiDive. You can't see it in Japanese on HiDive. Crunchyroll deleted the scene entirely. You can't see it in English on Netflix. You can't even see it if you buy the Blu-ray discs of the show. But if you choose the Japanese language option on Netflix, that's the only place where you can legally stream the original version of that Katyusha song in North America, at least until December 15th. At the time of recording, Netflix has indicated that they're going to remove Girls und Panzer from their service after December 14th. So after that date, it could be the last time that you can legally see that original scene as it was intended. Except, for dozens of YouTube clips. There's a decent chance that Netflix will relicense this show in the future, but there's no guarantee that even if they re-up the license, that they will include that original Katyusha song. Now, it's just a short little scene. It's nothing so great that you have to go out and make sure that you go watch it. But if you ever did want to see the original version of that scene, you might want to hurry up. So if you got something out of this anime music story, go ahead and hit the like button. Keep your eyes out for the next parts in the series featuring Jujutsu Kaisen and Monster. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.